here for the Crimson Tide. Guys?
Holly, thank you. The Ducks ready to kick it away first. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Motion from the back. Keelan Russell. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
And that's what the offense wants. They want to see you in man coverage, and they want to throw those slants, use those wide receivers and their big bodies to catch the football. Elite coverage. Great job being glued to your guy and being physical when he caught it. When he catches the football, I've got to immediately impact him so he can't catch it. That's how it's done.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. On the return. He gets a block. He's going to get loose. Touchdown, Oregon! Special teams proving to be special. The whole thought process is just get the ball back, and what will we do on offense? And the special teams takes care of that.
What a great job by the special teams unit, making a big-time play. Listen, the offense was going to get the ball reached. Yeah, I get you, but they got this taken care of. Take the punt return, make a few guys miss, take it all the way to the house. Really good execution on that punt return.
The Alabama offense coming onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Not in lockstep there with the receiver.
Obviously not the start this quarterback was hoping for, guys. He's now 0 for 4 to start the game throwing it. He just can't seem to find a rhythm. He's not finding his receivers. I'm even wondering if he's seeing the field that well at all. But no surprise, when you start the game 0 for 4 at QB, you've got no points on offense.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Throwing Russell. In traffic, it's Edwards. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down.
In college football, you see this a ton now. You use a quick passing game, basically as the running game. Get a few yards, get your offense ahead of the sticks, keeps it on pace for success.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Finds a crease. It's Hill. He's brought down at the 33 as the defense keeps him away from that 1st down marker. 4th down coming up. Looks as if the Tide will punt it away. The last time they punted it went back for 6. Catch is made at the 15. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. running backs on either side of the quarterback. Here's ball to begin the drive. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed. He's not the biggest guy in the world, so he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. So you really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
A veritable crimson tide of noise on Saban Field here on 3rd down. Now here's Moore. Fires left. Got him and nobody's close. Lots of running room. What a play all the way inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 29.
Obviously, massive play by the offense, picking up a big 1st down on an explosive. But, David, 3rd down defense, it's one thing to allow a 1st down, but you've got to make tackles. And you can't give up explosive plays like that. At the end of the day, it's all going to come down to fundamentals, and, you know, that is driving their defensive coaching staff crazy.
It's so frustrating. You want to be great on those boxes, right? You want to check those 3rd downs. You don't want to give up explosives. Well, you just did 2 and 1. That's not good for this defense, right? They've got to control that 3rd down a little bit better. They got to snatch some momentum back, and you got to tackle better, man. You got some opportunities to get guys on the ground. You got to accomplish the mission.
Out wide right, it's Moore.
Really nice discipline by that receiver against man coverage because you know that throw is going to be contested with a defender in your back pocket. He fights back to the football. He fights through contact and shows really strong hands on the catch.
The Ducks have it with a 1st and 10. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Hill. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They give it to him again. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever, 3rd and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running, so nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a 3rd down opportunity that's in their favor.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can pick up the 1st without scoring. Moore from the gun on 3rd down. Touchdown, Ducks! The sure hands in the end zone, and he has 6.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
Ready to roll on offense. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Russell on play action. He's taking the shot. He's got it down the left. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38. Get a big play like that last one, you flip the field, you change the momentum. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 38. Straight ahead, it's Hill. Trying to impose their will on the ground as he stopped after a 5-yard pickup to the 33.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Using his feet. And he's brought down after a short gain.
Well, they try to go quarterback design run on that play, but the defense just not buying it. Nice job, everybody playing downhill and making a tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
They've worked it down to the 30. This defense standing tall, trying to force a field goal try. Turning it on! And he stopped, brought down at the 18. It'll be enough for the 1st down.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this, that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues to attack this QB.
Motion from the wide receiver. Russell. Shoots it to the left. Snags it. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal.
This offense can get a lot of yards, and it doesn't take a lot of plays. You've seen that here. They have speed, speed, and speed. It kills you. And if guys get a little bit of space, they just gobble up yards. They've had the defense completely on their heels, and now they're all the way backed up against their own goal line.
They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or two.
Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. They'll move the tight end. Right side, it's Sutter. And he was thinking 6, but that D knocks him down at the 2.
Great recognition by the defense on that pass play. They knew exactly who the quarterback was going to, and they got there quick.
3rd and goal, where the fire purifies and separates contenders and pretenders. He'll try to get to the marker himself. He'll be stopped short, could not drive his way into the end zone, and now they're faced with 4th and goal. Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. Now, the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the 2nd. No hesitation from this head coach. He will go for it on 4th and goal from the 1. Slams it ahead. He's barely going to make it back to the line of scrimmage, and he'll be stopped short on 4th down.
Man, what a great job by this defense. Never giving up, man. Gave up some yards, get inside their own one on 4th and goal. And what did they do a good job of? Getting pushed, man. The big boys getting in the backfield, getting penetration, not letting a hole even open up, and they get the big 4th down stop.
And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Quick give. It's Hill. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
And would they dare be aggressive on 3rd down this deep in their own territory? From the gun on 3rd down, Dante Moore can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be 4th down.
When you're in zone coverage and it's 3rd down, man, it's eyes on the quarterback, break as soon as the hand separates from the football. You see the slant coming in behind. Nice job making your presence felt. They want to throw those, they need to pay for them. Be physical, make sure he doesn't catch that football.
Here comes that Alabama offense. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on 4th downs, you're right. Create some of those explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They'll move the wide receiver. Keelan Russell. Dangerous throw on that one.
Oh, and on defense, you just got to be able to finish that play. That defender had the football in his hands. He's just got to catch it. That should have been an interception.
The Crimson Tide looking for a big play to convert on 3rd down. Looking for a man. It's Russell. Going to take a shot. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. The return never really got started, but boy, he has set his team up at the 28.
Man, that is how you get it done as a defense when you're playing cover 1. Like, you got the middle of the field safety, but everybody else is manning up. Nice job running with this guy, seeing the football, breaking on it, making the interception, making the big play for this defense.
The Oregon offense is on the field to get this drive going. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Blasted as he lets it go. It's incomplete, and trust me, you will not see that very often from this guy. It's 2nd down.
You just got to have better concentration if you're the wide receiver. I know it feels like a routine completion. You still got to get 2 hands on the ball and look it in. That's a bad drive.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hill. They opened a lane, and he hit it a gain of 5 out to the 33.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They've got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
The Tide crowd rolling noise making the adjustment. Moore trying to get everyone on the same page. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And a lot of times the fit up front, linebackers are fitting holes and that ball bounces and it's supposed to go somewhere. And sometimes it goes to a DB and the offense will get a W. Like they'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that young fella? I know he likes to cover, but I love the way he comes up and makes the tackle.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Out wide left, it's Hooks. Bring him down.
I'll tell you, the offense might be setting up a shot down the field here. You might see them later fake the wide receiver screen, see if they can hit a tight end or another receiver running up the boundary. Keep your eye open for that.
On a ground to cover here on 3rd and long. Moore from the gun on 3rd down. And he gets it away.
It's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion there on 3rd down, they were just up and down the field earlier. Tremendous rhythm, tremendous balance. Everything their play caller was dialing up was working, lighting up the scoreboard. And then all of a sudden on this last drive, just not able to piece it together. They've got to be able to turn the page and get back to how they looked earlier in the game.
The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Threw a pick the last time they had it. They'll try to be more productive this time around. He'll slither through and pick up 3 and get it out to the 10-yard line.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've
intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Here's Moore to throw. Rush is on. Good job just to get rid of that one.
And I like where the quarterback got because I think he needed to check the football down, but the pressure got there a little bit too fast, and he just didn't have enough time to get it to his running back and maybe put a positive spin on this play instead of an incompletion.
They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Caught on the RPO. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes. Only a pickup of a couple. They've moved it to the 25, but now facing a 3rd and long. On the gun, on 3rd down, Dante Moore. Turns it upfield. The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
And the Ducks will snap it on 1st and 10. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. Alabama calls its 2nd timeout of the half. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Now inside the 20, 1st and 10 from the 18. They'll go play action with Moore. Lets it fly. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
Man, you see, once you start to get to the red zone, the contested catch rate goes way through the roof. Who can make those plays when you're physically getting hit? Nice job by the defense, man. Make them earn it. Make them feel it. Get your hands through the contact of the football when they're trying to make the catch. Great job breaking on the football at the perfect time.
On the run, it's Hill. How about that run as he drives it all the way down to the 13-yard line? Now the Tide uses its 3rd and final timeout. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this 3rd down play. Down play in the red zone, and this crowd is at fever pitch. Now here's Moore. Going for 6. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started, in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Between the uprights, it's good. And that lead grows even bigger.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
Deep in the end zone, it's Brooks. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Throwing Russell. Fires to the wideout. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much.
I think when you go through these progressions as a quarterback, you want to find the right guy to throw to, obviously. I didn't think he was the right guy. I didn't think he was really that open. And listen, he sailed and he overthrew it, but I might have surveyed the middle of the field a little bit better there.
Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. He goes out of bounds after a solid gain on the play.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I'll tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
So they're facing 3rd and short from the 25. Pushes ahead.
Just think such a big part of this offense is being physical and establishing the run game. They haven't had a lot of success offensively early in this one, and that's why right there, they're not able to get this guy going yet. That's got to change as this game goes on.
On the return. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Moore. Looking left. Put it where only his man could get it and gave him enough room to get the foot down.
When you're throwing these comeback routes, man, the timing has got to be so good between the... Because you know the ball is going to be in the air a long time. You can't throw it late. It's going to get picked. That time, really nice job getting it out early, and the receiver doing a nice job on his route so that the ball was right on him as soon as he turned around.
Took just one play, and they got it almost to midfield. First down from the 49. Moore to the air. Out wide right, it's Moore. And he's out of bounds after a terrific run and a nice pickup.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple first downs together. Defense. Next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Hits inside, it's Hill. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end, covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Throwing Moore. And he almost had a pick.
Oh, that hit him in a bad spot, right in the hands. Great play. Still get a pass breakup, but man, that could have been an interception by the defender there. Nice break on the football, but secure that big fella. Get the 6. Get the pick 6.
Third and long coming up. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Moore from the gun, trying to convert third down. On target over the middle. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27. The Ducks signal for their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. The Ducks go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Dante Moore unloads to the wideout. Grabs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks!
And we are officially in blowout mode. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen so many explosive plays, and they score again before going in at halftime, guys. I'm hoping we can have a running clock here in the second half.
He'll bring it out. It's Brooks. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Back to throw. It's Russell. Here comes the heat. Open space at the 25. Slides to the ground, picks up the first down, and avoids the hit. Alabama pushing the tempo. Russell. Look out! And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And with that incompletion, man, this crowd, I don't know that they are really happy about what's going on. I mean, they already built a deficit, and they don't have a lot to cheer about. They got to get some kind of rhythm, something going on this offense to ignite this fan base.
Well, at this juncture in the game, with how the scoreboard looks, no question this offense is going to have to throw to get back in the game, and it's going to be tricky now because the defense is expecting it. You're going to throw into a lot of big zone coverages with everybody's eyes on the quarterback. Not going to be easy.
Trying to escape and get it himself. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. They'll make the stop after the big pickup through the air, but hang on just a second. There's a flag on the play. And that'll bring us to the end of the first half as we head to the studio for halftime. He'll put total leather and get this second half started. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Not sure they had to adjust much as they'll try to build on this lead. More play action. Looking down the middle. It's dropped after taking the hit.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Long way to go on second down. Handoff, ball. Stop right there.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. Third and long. Ball's at the 25. Motion from the wideout. In the gun on third down. Moore escapes the pressure going right. Fighting off the defender. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Like, they understand it's third down. They understand the situation. They drop back. And I love the defensive back with vision on the quarterback. He sees it, right? He takes off the scramble. He's like, no, no, no. You're not getting this first down. Nice job coming up, making the tackle, and forcing the fourth down.
Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. This offense has been stagnant so far. 1-2-3 kick the last time they had the ball, and this time really needing to get a score.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Second and long here. Keelan Russell. Timed that hit perfectly to keep him from making the grab. It'll be third down.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Russell from the gun on third down. Throwing right. Makes a connection. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. At the 45, on his way. They'll chase him out of bounds after a nice pickup on the play.
Well, I think you're starting to see some examples of why this guy is inexperienced in a freshman quarterback, right? Obviously, he's thrown a couple picks earlier in the game. That scramble right there, he's got to get down. He's got to take care of himself and slide. Great job, nice athleticism, good decision to take off scrambling and help his offense.
And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
And the defense is finally able to find an answer for this quarterback's legs. He's been killing them early in the game, already over 40 yards rushing. Here we are now, though, in the second half, and it looks like they've made a few adjustments. That time, they were able to get in the backfield, get to him, and bring him to the ground.
And I thought the game plan has been so good by this defense, man. They know exactly who his go-to guy is out wide, and they're doing a great job of mixing up coverage, taking that away. Listen, this cute.
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. Alabama will bring the punt team on the field. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. And the ball hits at the 3 and gets into the end zone. It'll be a touchback. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this.
Caught, and he's got room. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
And that's a really good job by the quarterback, man. You run the play action, you want to take a shot. Nice job taking the check down. Running back does the rest and chews up some yardage.
Big play to start this drive. Now they'll snap it from the 39.
Here we go. Ready. 22.
The run inside. It's Davison. A confident, tough, efficient run. Gets it up to the 44. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Handoff again. He'll be brought down quickly after a very short game.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gather maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
This defense will try to force a 4th down on 3rd and short from the 45. Moore from the gun on 3rd down. Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force him into a 4th down.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
Dude, how about that boom? I mean, you talk about power. That dude just booted that thing halfway across the field, completely flipping the field position and getting it down inside the 10. That is a nice job by that punter.
Throwing Russell. Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the 3rd quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping to run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
Makes the grab.
I'll tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands. You saw it on that last play.
When you've already sent your punter out 4 times, at least he knows he's going to get his varsity letter, and his leg might get a bigger workout if they don't convert. Makes the grab. He gets it oh so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. And that one will bounce and roll out of bounds. Let's see exactly where they mark it. Thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. On the direct snap, it's Davison. Wildcat look didn't get much. Picked up a few on that one.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Here's Moore to throw. Left side, it's Johnson. He's brought down, stopped right at the 50-yard line.
Love the route there by the tight end in man-to-man coverage. He's able to separate from the defender, and then once he has the ball, he's able to rip through the tackle and go get more yards.
Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
I don't know, man. If I'm on defense here and I'm watching the way my D-line's getting manhandled, I might have to put more guys in the box. I might have to sacrifice his safety and try to get more hats close to the line of scrimmage to slow this running back down. Because the RPO game's been a problem.
The Ducks in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Making the adjustment on the play. They'll ride him again. He'll be dragged to the ground, but it'll be a 1st down.
It was so important this offense was able to find a way to get in the rhythm, and the running game is now helping that. 2 straight punts on their previous 2 drives. This drive, though, they're having a little bit more success. Big reason why is this running back. He's been able to find some creases to run through, and it's really helping out this offense.
Moore with the play fake. Throws to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line.
On the play. And that's good enough for a 1st down.
And the Ducks getting set on 1st and 10. Tough run here, it's Davison. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Moore. Right side, it's Moore. Touchdown, Oregon! Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. And with the extra point, they pushed the lead out a little further. That drive covered 62 yards for the touchdown, and they finish it by firing one in from the 13 for the score. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking for a man, it's Russell. Fires to the wideout. Finds a man on the right. Across midfield and out of bounds at the 49, a big pickup there. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Russell unloads to the wideout. Out wide left, it's Rodgers. And they'll move the chains with the first down, but that might be it for the third quarter. That's the end of the period, and Oregon has the lead. And it hasn't been much of a contest as we take a look at the overwhelming game stats through 3. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. So first down will open up the final period. They go play action with Russell. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
Oh, pressure's coming. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Everybody needs a little luck, and the offense just got it by falling on that fumble.
Well, the offense is able to avoid disaster right there. Problem is they fumbled it, but thankfully they were able to jump back on and not have a turnover.
On first and goal, let's see if Alabama can get it in the end zone. They'll send the tight end in motion. Wide receiver going in motion. Keelan Russell looking for the score. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. Fired in from the red zone for the score. Safe to say the offense could have used a few more plays like that earlier in the game.
Too little, too late. At least you got something going. You got some kind of rhythm. The offense put some points up. Man, if they'd have started a little bit better, they might have had a chance to be a little bit more in this ballgame.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Bear. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here comes the Duck offense to get the drive started. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. From the gun, it's Ball. There he goes. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
That's a first down for the offense.
The Ducks just got that huge run. They'd love another explosive play. On first down, it's Ball again. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up second and 10.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
They got nothing on the last play. It's second and 10. Here's a give to Ball. A confident, tough, efficient run. Gets it up to the 44.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute, you got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
From the gun on third down, Dante Moore. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Taking it the other way. A sweet return after the pick, and they'll have it at the 43. The Alabama offense coming onto the field. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. Got his man on the outside. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. Alabama quickly back to the line.
And this offense is going to have to catch some breaks, man. They're going to have to make some big plays. They're going to have to push the ball down the field, break some tackles, hit some...
Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
This quarterback has been under duress all game long. He's one of the best in the country, and he's used to having his way. He's the one who's used to dictating to opposing defenses, but that has not been the case in this game. Here we are late. He's still under pressure, taking a sack there.
Makes the tackle. This third down play more than manageable from the 24. Can the defense stand tall? Throwing Russell. Under pressure. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a fourth down.
Well, the defense really stepped up in this game. They knew they had to slow down this passing attack. They knew they had some matchups they were going to have to win one-on-one. They've been able to do that, and as a result, they haven't allowed 200 passing yards in this game.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. Down he goes, and the defense snuffs out this drive with a sack. The Tide will have to call their first timeout. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. The Oregon offense is on the field to get this drive going. So thanks to the defense, they take over, big lead in hand, and an opportunity to run this clock out if they so choose. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
6-yard pickup on first down, leaves him with 2nd and 4. Here's Ball one more time. Pulled down there, but they'll move the sticks, and it's a first down.
These situations are preached so much in college football. Finishing a game strong, understanding circumstances. They are running the football right at you, trying to keep that clock moving, get a few first downs, and get a W.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They'll run out of the gun here with Ball.
And I tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Running inside, it's Ball. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. The defense working to manage that clock. They use the timeout, a minute 55 remaining. Third and long, a lot of ground to cover. Moore from the gun on third down. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming.
You know, I'll give it to the defense here. Obviously, it has not been their day, and this offense has gone up and down the field lighting up the scoreboard, but you're still seeing this defense compete. And on third and long, expecting pass, everybody on the same page, get the incompletion. That's something positive that their coaching staff can point to when they review the film.
They'll get this drive started from their own 26. Tight end now in motion. Russell. Rush right in his face. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man. Doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on, and now just throw another sack in the equation, hitting the quarterback, being disruptive. They've been all over the field. And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. Back to pass, it's Russell. They're all over him. And he gets rid of it.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off.
All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on fourth down, and I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. Russell will throw for it on fourth. He wants a big play here late. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. Now the Tide uses its third and final timeout. Now they'll put their heads together over on the sideline. And they'll take a knee and watch this clock keep on winding its way toward a victory.